Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Easy69 and we are back with the K-91, a tier 9 Soviet auto loader. Now, I have previously done a video on the K-91 when it was first released. I was lucky enough back then to test the tank, and now it has come for sale once again. And we're just going to look at the arm profile at first, while there is a battle going on in the background, which is just an average battle. So it is a tier 9 heavy autoloader, which is quite rare for a Soviet to have an autoloader, especially in tier 9. Now, the stats itself is not so bad. The DPM 2422 with 248 penetration, and it has 310 alpha damage, so it can potentially do 930 damage per clip, which isn't so bad. It's 100mm caliber, rate of fire 7 point, and that gives it a 15.96 magazine reload. Shell reload is 3.5 seconds in between each shell. What else have we got? Dispersion 0.2, not too bad. Elevation 10 degrees, gun depression 7 degrees. So gun depression is okay-ish, I suppose. And the speed is 40 kilometers per hour. Now we're going to go and look at the armor profile. Someone on one of my previous videos has said, when I do a tank review, is it possible I look at the armor profile? And that is something I can do, not a problem. So here we have the armor profile. You got, it's the turret, the middle of the turret is 424 effective armor. So that is just around the gun mantlet. The gun itself, just right next to the gun, you got these two booby things, 303 mils. The gun mantlet itself is pretty much impenetrable, and it's really the turret itself is really strong. So 333 mil there on the right, just above that on the top 230 mil, and again 208 mil. But you use 7 degrees of gun depression, that does make that a little bit more. So 7 degrees, I'd probably say, is around about that. So if you can hold down, you can get some very strong armor on that turret. If you're facing down right at the top, 131 there, and then your hull of the tank 100 mil, your front hull there 195 mil, and then 210 mil. Again, you use that gun depression, but that lower plate does become weak, but 172 mil. But just above that, it is slightly sloped. It shows it's yellow, but that could be 260 mil effective armor. It shows 100 mil, but you get that angled, and that is 241 effective armor. Same, you side scrape on the sides there, it's all yellow. You face the side, and it is 100 mil. But again, you get into them side scraping positions like we are now, and that becomes 619 effective armor. And again, you can make that even better as you side scrape just a bit more, 862. So side scraping, hold down is the best thing to do in this tank. 106 on the deck there, 105 on the back, and then 98 on the bottom. 161 behind the turret itself, at the back of the turret, and on the side 179 mil. So let's get back to these battles and show you how good this tank can actually be. So we have already had one battle in the background, and this is the second battle, and it is Faust. And you can see we've already bounced 590 damage, and that's because the position we're in, we're pretty much only showing the turret. Most of the other reds are there. We have the tortoise that is in quite a bad position, and you can see we're going to wait and we're going to see what we can get. And now we have some backup, so we can start pushing forward. So the enemy has the K-91 around there, but we're going to not focus him. There is an IS-8 that is a one-shot here, and you can see we are pushing the WZ-110. Bread Pit takes him out, and now we can both focus the IS-8, and you can see on the minimap my team is behind me, which is why I was starting to push. So we have the WZ-110 here, we have the IS-8, and we have backup, so we're not in any danger. The tanks that are coming behind us are gonna get shot from the TDs that are sitting back, so we are in quite a good position. So we get a stupid bounce there on the IS-8. We still got 2 shells remaining, and Bread Pit can take him out. 1 shell remaining, which we take on the T-54 Mod 1. So we are now on a reload. So we're gonna go and we're gonna dive off, but unfortunately we don't get the kill on the ISU, but we do manage to get behind the K-91. So we've got now 3 shells remaining, 1 shot, enemy or my teammate shoots him, sets him on fire, and we can take out the Mod 1. So we do get ourselves 1 kill. We blocked 990 damage there, which isn't so bad, and we finished on 3.4k damage. So not a bad battle. Was only second class, and you can see 106,000 credits earned. So it's a great credit earner. It really is a nice credit earner. So it can hold its own against tier 10 also, which you're going to see next with my good friend Paul and a Frozen Destroyer. And in fact, he is the only tier 9 tank against 6 tier 10s, and he does get lucky. It is on Port Bay. He does get lucky, I do admit. Very lucky indeed. But he held his own, and he has a good battle. So the enemy have 3 mediums. They have 3 mediums. So the only thing to do really is push right. So the mediums are going to go and push the river, around by the river. And Paul's going to push the hill by the cap, which, with the turret, and this is not a bad position, but with 7 degrees of gun depression, it's kind of hard to get your gun up and down on the hill that he's going to. Already there's a few tanks spotted. The pattern has been spotted, T-54, and here comes the T-62. So a few tanks has been spotted, and he's done the right thing here. He's going around. He's not going to poke up on the hill. He's going around, and he's going to focus the mediums, and he's going to help his mediums out. So T-54 makes a big error there, and he's going to make another error, and he's going to back up. He does get a shot into Paul, but Paul releases his final shell into him, and now Paul's going to back up. He's not going to expose himself while he is on a long reload. He's going to back up, and he's going to hide while he is on that reload. And just as he reloads, the T-54 just about backs up, but he doesn't quite get there. And now the WZ-121 does a kind of YOLO run. But here comes the T-54. He gets a nice shot into that T-54, putting him almost down to a 1 shot. T-54 does take out the Object 140 though, so he's going to get another shot into that T-54 to save the T-62, and the T-62 can take him out. He's got 1 shell remaining, and he can get that into the pattern, putting him down to a 1 shot. So Paul's done a very good job so far. He's supported his mediums just as he should, but here comes an E100. He's got no choice but to go round and to push this T-62, otherwise he's going to get a nasty gun into his rear. So he's going to push this T-62 with the WZ-120. The pattern takes out the T-62, and he's going to get 1 shot in. He's got 1 shell remaining. He needs a kind of high roll, not a high roll, but an average roll, but he just almost gets deleted by a Death Star and an AMX-50B, and he's backing up. E100 is gone. There's another Death Star there. WZ-121 is in a bad position. Death Star takes him out. Paul has now completed his reload. He can track the Death Star, get another shot, and he gets a lovely bounce from the other Death Star, and he takes out that Death Star. So very good battle so far. He's done 3.5k damage. He's on 58 hit points. This AMX-50B makes a terrible mistake. He does not focus Paul. He needs to focus Paul, but I can see what he's doing, and if he would have got that little ram, 1,500 damage from their Death Star, and he gets very lucky indeed. So Paul releases his final shell in the clip into the Death Star, and he goes into hiding. And you know the Death Star's going to focus the other Death Star, but he does nearly 1,600 damage into him, and he clears him. So now just remains is this pattern, who is on a one-shot. So Paul's had a very good battle, very, very lucky battle, and also that Death Star has, I would say, saved the day. 1,400 damage and then nearly 1,600 damage. It's really, that has won them the battle. So Paul's going to push the pattern and he's going to clear the pattern. 4 kills, lovely battle. And again, as I said, he was the only tier 9. Yes, he did get lucky, but as I keep saying in all my videos, you need a bit of luck in this game. And he finishes on 4.5k damage. He gets the ace, he gets the top gun, he gets 90,000 credits in tier 10. So that is it, guys. That is the K-91. I hope you enjoyed the video. I myself have got the tank, but I sold my collectible tanks and I bought this tank in return. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Midzy69 and I'll catch you soon. Bye-bye.